Yeah, hello, my people. How you doing? Happy Sunday, my great people. Chinedu Anichi TV family, the African voice in diaspora. Chinedu Anichi is my name, and this is Chinedu Anichi TV, the African voice in diaspora. We're streaming live from St. Louis, Missouri, United States of America. Remember, today is a very important day with Chinedu Anichi and Tambari Fowler. You know, the great woman, I'm introducing her now. Your very favorite Tambari is on the studio. And let me bring her up. Yeah, Tambari, how you doing? Yeah, happy Sunday, Tambari. I say happy Sunday. Yeah, so it's a great day, and my people, Tambari and Chinedu, we are here again this Sunday for our life in diaspora. You know, where we talk about a lot of things. So, Tambari, how do you feel? How is this Sunday going to be today? That's great. So, my people, today, what we'll be discussing is about 50-50 in marriage. When they say it's 50-50. So, today, we'll be talking about marriage in the United States, especially for African families, and the concept of 50-50 is 50-50. You know, down there in Africa, we don't talk about that. But here in America, because we are here, we want to discuss it. Is it a blessing or a burden? So we want to know this 50-50, is this a blessing or a burden? So get ready wherever you are to call in, ask your question, join us, and we are here. So I want you to listen to Tambari while I share this, share some of the contacts to those who might be joining us. So listen to Tambari as she wonderfully introduced the topic 50-50. Tambari, we are not hearing you. Can you check? Are you on earpiece? We can't hear you. Your mic is not, I don't know what's wrong with your mic. We're not hearing you. Okay, let's allow you to go off and come back again. You can see we have a little challenge from the logistics, and her voice is not coming out. Yes, I just noticed this now, and I let her know that her voice is not coming out. She will join back soon, and we'll see what we'll do. So, my people, just that I want to share this our show. Normally, when we come like this, we share it, and we let our people know that we're on the show, and they'll start joining from where they are. So, for those of you who are watching on Instagram, and those of you, what we are saying today, if you want to join us and contribute, we'll have a link, and we will send the link to you. And are you with me? Is it working? Can you talk? Let me hear you. No, you have to go out and come back. Enable mic. Mic. Yeah. Okay. So my people, I don't know what's going on, but wherever you are, this is an opportunity to contribute and listen to us. Family is a very important thing, and here in US, a lot of families are facing one or two things because of this particular thing we're going to discuss today. So please, wherever you are, it is an opportunity for you to really call in. 50-50. That's what we are discussing today. Wherever you are is an opportunity for you to show or contribute to what could be. So, for those of you who in America, you know what it means when we talk about 50-50. What 50-50 means for us here is that both the husband and wife, everybody brings 50-50 to what we are doing um, in our marriage. So naturally in African setting, what we know is that in Africa setting that there's nothing like 50-50. The man is the provider and the woman is the keeper. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh my God. I didn't do anything. I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
Oh
So,
boy.
yeah, Tambari is back. And why I share this, let Tambari hold the floor for me, introduce the topic, and let's go on. Tambari, go to your left a bit. Your left.
Okay.
Yeah, good, better.
Okay. All right. Sorry about the inconveniences. I don't know what's going on, but I thought I set my camera. But anyway, let's get back to the subject. So today we're talking about marriage. Is it a 50-50 marriage? Is it a blessing or is it a curse? As we all know, marriage 50-50 can go both ways. It can be good, it can be bad. And let's not forget the reason why we fall in love in the first place. So, to me, I think when you begin to measure your love, or to do 50-50, it take the beauty of love. Yes, you're supposed to support your man is the key provider of the family. Like we all know, I raised in Nigeria. My dad was a breadwinner of the family. We didn't measure my dad. I don't see remember my dad measure or my mom have to bring 50-50 or my. So I think when we come to America, we trying to assimilate the culture here. So basically, marriage is a beautiful thing, and you're supposed to help each other one way or the other. You can do the best you can, and don't forget that man is the head of the family. So men go out there and work, and women, yes, when in America people work. Yes, marriage is not easy, and we both have to work to provide for the family. But I think to me, man's supposed to be the breadwinner of the family. The 50-50, not to me, I don't think it's good idea, because look where he's taking us to. Someday you might be able to get 80%, and someday you might get 40%. So what happened to the day when you cannot give 50-50? You can understand it's going to cause chaos in the family, in the marriage. Where marriage, reasonable marriage, where adults decide to get married, where reasonable marriage is run by a real man and a woman. I think the man supposed to take the responsibilities to be to be the breadwinner. And there's nothing wrong for a woman to provide. Of course, you're supposed to help your significant other. But when you begin to measure your 50-50, it kind of cuts a little bit conflict in the family. I don't think it's right. Yes, if you got a good job than your husband, your wife bring a lot of money than you. It's understandable, and the woman should always understand that she is there to help. It's not her full responsibility. This is me talking, okay? Unfortunately, we live in a culture where 50-50 works the most. And guess what? It does not even work for some family. It is creating chaos in the family. This 50-50, I don't think is working, because people are still having problems with it. So I think that 50-50, it doesn't work in a productive marriage, because one person might make money than the other one. I think when you in a very suitable relationship, you should split, and if you can do the more, fine. But if you can do less, but at the end of the day, try to know the reason why you guys are in the marriage in the first place. Because when you love somebody and when love reign in your marriage, you don't even look at 50-50. You do what you can. Like I said today, what about the days you cannot do 50-50? What happened? Then chaos begin to happen in the marriage. So I think it's very important that we know the reason why we get in the marriage in the first place. When we fall in love, we didn't fall in love for 50-50. We fall in love because we want to raise our children, do the right thing, and contribute to ourselves. So that's what I think. That's why I strongly disagree with 50-50 because, hey, when you before you get into anybody to marry anybody, you have to understand, does he have a job, does she have a job? The measurement is not marriage. When you begin to measure your marriage, who bring 50-50, it causes a lot of chaos in the family. It does. Look at people who are doing it. You begin to calculate, I paid this gas bill today, you pay the light bill. Well, if you have the ability to pay all. Like I said, when the last time when do we say, oh honey, I love you for who you are? What's wrong with love? Yes, we gotta pay bills. Yes, we gotta provide for our kids. Yes, we gotta pay the light bill, the mortgage, and all that and all that. But let's not forget the reason why we went into the marriage at first. Yes, African, we work hard. Yes, we got bills to pay. But let's not forget about the reason why you married that man, why you married that woman. You know what she was doing, even though she had a good job. Help. I've seen a situation where the woman make more money. And you know what? When there's no pride, when there's no arrogancy, you work together. Again, collaboration works in the family. Remember, our parents, they collaborate a lot. If they didn't do collaboration, I don't think the family structure is going to be this strong. When our mom and dad was, they raised us. I see my dad and my mom do a lot of collaboration. And family structure is collaboration. When you work together and not trying to measure who bring more, who bring less, it make the family run smoothly. Again, we need each other. I need my men. My men need me. There's no such thing. I'm sorry. There's no such thing like you doing good. You're not doing good. We all help. We all again collaborations kind of work really not kind of collaboration works really strong in the family. The days you get some days like I said you bring 80 and they may bring 20 and that be some time the man bring 80 and you bring 20 and it's okay. We're not in a relationship to measure what you can bring or what you cannot bring. Yes, we need to pay the bills. We need to take care of the kids. If the ones that have children, children are very expensive. Some cases, the dad have a good job. In some cases, it depends on what you guys want to do and what if you guys have a good understanding as couple because couple is one. Not you doing your own thing and the husband doing his own thing. It's not gonna work. You have to take two good to make it work. So take good to you. It comes with understanding, and then the budget in the family have to be drawn, and the man know what he does, and the woman know what he does, and also it's supporting work together as one because marriage is one. There's no such thing that is yours, is mine, is all our stuff. So that's what I think. What you guys think though? I don't know what works for you guys. Does 50-50 work for you guys? Does it not work? And why does it work for you guys? And why does it not work for you guys? Again, you guys can agree with me. The 50-50 that people does, it doesn't work. It really doesn't work. People have conflict. A little bit conflict will result to a big argument because of the lady might say, oh, I've been doing 50-50. I've been doing all this. What do you bring to the table? No, we have to put it a balance. We have to balance, like I said, the husband, maybe the husband, maybe the wife is a stay-at-home mom. The dad work. You also because why you're raising the kids, you're also helping the upkeep of the family. Some cases the husband work and the wife stay at home. The wife stay at home and take care of the kids. let me tell you, a stay-at-home mom is a job because I was a stay-at-home mom. It's a big job. So if their husband is working, you back. If the husband is working and they have an agreement that the wife should stay home, and there's nothing wrong. You're contributing to the family upkins because taking care of kids is a job. So I think 50-50 can go both ways. You know.
Yeah, you have heard from somebody telling you her own experience, and but because of this show, for the spirit of this show, we are going to put it open for you. For those of you who will be watching us, you want to you want to contribute, you let us know. We can send you the link for you to join. The link is already on the comment section for those who are watching on Facebook, those who are watching on YouTube, and those who are watching on Instagram. The link is there. So you can contribute. Let's know how you feel about 50-50. But before then, I'll be discussing with my Gambale, and we'll be talking. Both of us are in America, and both of us are married, and we're not talking from nowhere. We're talking from experience. Okay, so you can listen to us while you're still listening to us. We throw open. Um, if you want to call in, you can use +1. Let me put the number there. Wow. Let me close the number. Mhm. +1 701 989 1910. It's a number you can call. You feel like you can call in. We are here. You can call in, and we'll hear from you. Then you can either call in or you can join us through the link. So, somebody, have you shared it on your page?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Okay. So, my people, we are here live, myself and Tambari, and today we're having a live in diaspora show every Sunday, 1 p.m. Central American time until time changes, it becomes 2 p.m., but it's 8 p.m. Nigerian time. And I have Tambari here, experienced when it comes to marriage, when it comes to media, and other things. So, my people, we are talking about 50-50 marriage. How do you feel? Like an African who came to America and you want to embrace American. Yes, we understand that this place, if you don't work, there's no way the family can survive. In Africa, a man provides. Like I'm an Igbo man, and where I come from, the eastern part of Nigeria, there's what we call women is Oriaku. Oriaku means somebody that your own is you are on the consuming level. Just take the word, consume the word, coordinate the word. You are the manager. You are the one. Spending is your own. You don't need to go out there and struggle. That's the understanding. But we are in a society whereby if the man and the woman they don't go out together to hustle, it might be very difficult to manage the family. So, and this is why even 50-50 came up in the first place. Naturally in Africa, there's no room for that. Natural in Africa. There's no room for 50-50. But because of circumstance, it's a circumstantial invention resulting from the society where we have found ourselves. But naturally, it is not part of our norms. It's not part of our traditional values. So Africa respect women as people that should sit down, homekeepers, manage the home, while the man goes out there to struggle, to fight. So this 50-50 has two dimensions as it affects families in US. One of the dimensions is that some men, because their wives are working, they become lazy and asking for, entitlement. Madam, bring your own. Let me bring my own. Naturally, that is not the masculine spirit resulting from our African orientation. No matter how much a woman has from Africa, is understood that she hasn't any money. So, yeah, I'm telling you the dimension. Somebody just hold on. Let me explain it. So, because the African man understands that even if a woman's money doesn't worth anything, is taken for granted. It doesn't mean that a woman cannot do something, but it's taken for granted. You don't, if you, I was advised when I was younger. So when my wife started working in presidency, in, when I was in Nigeria, one of my very close friends is a House of Assembly member. When we were still working in government, called me and advised me, say, if you want to last long, remove your eye from a woman's money. You understand? Because I was working with the governor, my wife was working with presidency. My office was at state level. My wife's office was presidency. So it's not even earning more than me anyway, but she was earning enough to the extent that if it is like in this US, you have to become entitled and start asking her to do this or that or that. So, but in Africa, it's understood that when a man relies on a woman's money, is a lack on the side of the man. It's a very bad mark when they say it's a woman that is providing one or two things for you. So, but some of us will come here, will forget about it because of the society. Okay, here too, some women will come here because you know that this 50-50, you need to work. You don't have to leave it for your man alone. Some women here, all they get, they say, we have contributed our own, oh, just like Nambari said. Some women are earning more than their husbands. Some people came here because as a dependent of their wives who are nurses. They came to this United States as a dependent to their wives. And when they come here, their wives, God bless them, they have better jobs and they earn more. And when they earn more, they will still stick on the 50-50. The man will be drilling outside to make up his own 50. And the buoyant wife is 50, or we are 50-50. What I know is my own 50. So these are the two excesses where this 50-50 is a burden instead of being a blessing. Because you can come from any of the dimensions as you contribute. Our question today is it a blessing or a burden? Somebody, is it a blessing or burden?
Listen, this is such an interesting, again, like you mentioned something. Listen, the problem is the men never change. Okay, but when I say the men never change, back when we was home, you and I are from Nigeria. I'm from Ogoni. I make example of my own parents. My dad was a breadwinner. He never complained, not once. Oh, my mother have to bring 50. The problem is now is when we assimilate to a different culture, we trying to do things their way. Yes, it's a pride for African men. Let me not say African because the word has evolved. People are changing now. So, when African men, when we come over here, like you said, you're the wife. Let's say the wife is an engineer. Okay, she makes good money, and then this ideology, oh, because you're supposed to be the man. If you know, you make money more than your man, again, help him. Let's not forget the reason why we get into that marriage. When we first fall in love, we didn't think about 50-50. Let's not forget the reason why we fall in love in the first place. Listen, you're supposed to help your husband. It's two-way street. Yes, your man might make more money than the wife, or let's start with the wife. Let's say the wife make more money than the husband. My dear, there's nothing wrong with you paying the mortgage. The husband pay the light bill. But the reason why the men are struggling because the wife, oh, why am I paying all the bill? Well, you make more money than I do. What's the big deal? But again, the society have lied towards you're supposed to help your husband and your husband's supposed to help you. Again, it's not but unfortunately, the kind of society we live in and we find ourselves working hard. Look at why it ends. 50-50 does not work. Any household where they're paying 50 is always chaotic because you measure your relationship on numbers. It's not supposed to be like that. Our parents didn't complain. And also, some of the men are lazy too. Let's talk about that. Because some of the men, once they see their wife working, they don't want to work anymore. Bring your paycheck for me. Bring your paycheck for me. And some of them, even when you give them your paycheck, they don't even pay the bills. And when you say something, oh, because I bring it come America. So listen, like I said, it can be a curse, it can be a blessing. It depends on how you want to make it work. Honestly, if you know, listen, it doesn't have to be like you. Some wives make money than their husband. Compromising, collaboration, work together as a team. You're not working against each other. It's your husband. She's your wife. What's the pride? Where two people understand each other and do things like a couple where there's love and respect. You respect your husband. Of course, the husband I believe, strongly believe, the husband is the head of the family. Respect your husband. You also appreciate that woman that is working hard and support you. Like I said, it's a teamwork. We're not working against each other. So try the most you can to work with each other, because where there's mutual understanding, I don't think 50-50 works. No. So it could be a blessing, it could be a curse.
Yeah, that's a great one. It depends. I just opened up the Instagram. I saw what somebody sent from Instagram. That's okay. I dot Scamper. He said people are different. What works for A might not work for B. Yeah, we believe that, but there's always when we use statistically, when we use the statistics. Okay, okay. So if we consider the statistics, we find out that some people they're not finding it funny.
No,
They are not finding it funny. We don't want to pretend about it. It's not funny.
no.
So because of uh, lack of respect. Another one is lack of respect and lack of mutual understanding. The third one is lack of planning. Like
Yeah.
Hillary said last time, that a husband and wife should plan together. When you plan together, the 50-50, you will not even feel it. You will not even know that you are doing 50-50. Okay, like if I have money now and there's a bill, you know, sometimes even your wife might be earning more than you, but maybe there's a particular month your wife say, okay, I have a personal project. I want to do this. I want to do this. You understand? I want to do this. And you are earning, and you still want her to do that, which is an extracurricular thing, and still pay that her bill. You can say, okay, for this month, I'll clear for you, no problem. Maybe next month, you jokingly do it. And it becomes something very, 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 very interesting. And you can even enjoy it in the family. It depends on the dimension you are seeing it. So that is why we are saying, is it a blessing or a burden? It becomes a burden, it becomes heavy when the attitude, what makes it heavy is the attitude. What attitude? So, my people, so if you still want to, I don't see anything wrong in supporting your man, your husband. Yes, we don't see anything wrong in it, but some husbands also do not take it as a right, should take it as a privilege. That's what we're talking about. But in United States where we are, or those who are in UK or Canada, they know that is now living privilege to right because of the circumstance, because of the nature of where we are. But we should not forget our African values. That's what we are talking about. This is an African platform. And we are saying we should not forget our values. No matter how rich your wife is, the man is the provider.
Yes.
Even if your wife is bringing the whole money, your wife is a helping hand. She's not the provider. And also has caused a lot of things going. When women will come and because they are earning better than their husband, they continue to feel responsibility. And before you know it, the thing will overwhelm them and they will begin to think and behave like the provider. And when they start behaving like the provider, the man will feel challenged. He has scattered a lot of families. So it is our attitude that we're talking about now. There's nothing wrong in 50-50. But it becomes a blessing when you approach it with a sincere and very Africanized consciousness. But when you approach it from a selfish and egocentric uh, kind of accountability and kind of approach to it, uh, I want to, this is my own, this is your own. If you approach it like that, first of all, it separates both of you. Nothing can easily separate purpose like money, finance, and a lot of things begin to join because once you are seeing it as both of us are different entities, we are just, you begin to live as people who are cohabiting. You don't live like people who are married. So marriage means that 1 + 1 is 1. Even if you are bringing your 50 and the other person is bringing 50, or you're bringing 80, the other person is bringing, or somebody is not even bringing anything. There was a time, okay, so there was a time when I arrived US initially, the first time I came to US, I was doing CNA job. So I did it. I said, man, I can't do this kind of job. So I came home, I told my wife, man, it's not a joke. So man, I can't do this job. Because I came newly and I have nothing doing, and I had to plan myself, and that is something that is handy. That is something I just went for training for 1 month and I got employed. So money is coming up from it. I first of all used African strength, do 16 hours, 16 hours, 16 hours. When the thing landed on me, then I came to my wife. I said, babe, I cannot run this show. Man, I can't. So for me to fix myself, I have to stay at home and learn some other things to fix myself. During that period I was at home, man, I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't earning shishi, $1. The only thing I did is that my wife was working extra. Then what I was doing was I started doing the work that my wife's supposed to do. I take care of the kids. I cook. Once she comes back, I'll tell her, please don't do anything. Go to bed and sleep because I know you will turn back again. It wasn't easy. I wasn't feeling okay as a man that will come back and say, okay, when it's time for paying bills, you say, okay, which bills do I have? Bring it, bring it. We're running like one errand boy bringing bills, So it's not easy. As we're talking about it like this, it's not easy. It's not.
Can I add something to what you just said?
Just go ahead.
It is interesting you just mentioned CNA and why you work. Listen, you know why you did, there was no, you know why you did what you did? There was no pride in you. The 99%, 99 problem we have here is our men have ego and pride. You understand that you have to help your wife. She was doing all the work out there. What do? Pick up what she cannot do because she's working, bringing money to provide for the family. Like I say, collaboration. You guys was collaborating and make the family work. There was no arrogancy. There was no ego. That's the thing that killed African men. Most African men will have a problem cooking and cleaning while their wife is at work. Now, you did that because you needed to help your family. But some African men, they don't look at it that way. They look at it like pride. Why me? Homie, in my country, I was a prince. Well, honey, you're in America. Bills doesn't have your name as prince. So what I'm saying is collaboration. We work together as a team. There's no you big. She know her stand that she's a woman. She know that you're the husband. She know that you are both her. You are the leader of that family. But circumstances, Pami had to work and you are stay-at-home dad. There's nothing wrong with that. That's one thing African men we need to work on because we don't know how to do collaboration. Collaboration make the family what it is today. Your mom and your dad collaborate, work together, and they make things work. CNA job, I was a CNA. I was a CNA and CMT. I know what is a CNA work. Could you imagine? You work hard 16, like you said. Listen, it's about teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. If we can stop all this, oh, we're not taking the position from a man. We know you are the man. We adore you. We love you. We respect you. That's because you are the man. I don't know about you guys. I want my man to lead. When you come to my house, you're gonna know my husband is the lead. He's the leader of this family, and there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that he's controlling you. He's just the leader of the family. So again, it's working together as a team, not working against each other. Oh, I'm the man. Yes, you are the man. But I like what you say. You help your wife. She come back from work. You gotta let her sleep. Again, teamwork, collaboration, and teamwork make the family work. So we have to be mindful of that and know that because if your wife don't have enough sleep, it affects you, the husband. How you want carry make her happy? She's tired. So like I said, if you're working, if she's working, you do the dishes, take care of the kids. These are your kids. But I tell you what, though, 85% African men can do that. Some men, their egoistic way is killing them because why? I'm a man. But honey, you can pay the bills now. We're not saying you're not a man. We adore you. We respect you. But honey, please, we need help. And collaboration and working together always make the family stand still and work in a good direction.
Yeah, that's good. Whoa, what's happening?
But
Um, my Facebook is not showing names. It's just showing Facebook user. It's not showing their names. So, yeah, Tambari, you are right on what you're saying. Um, there's an echo coming there. So, you are very right, and it's not just on one side. As we talk to African men, we talk to African women. Some women, because they have the privilege of earning more than their husbands and they're paying bill, they talk to their husbands as if they kept a dog at home. They
yeah,
want to show the whole world. They want to show everybody around that they are the ones paying bill. Do you know that? Let me tell you, there's African men, they have shame when they are not handling properly their responsibility. They feel ashamed. And because of that, in order to, there's this ego attached to fulfilling your responsibility as a man in the house. If your wife is the one paying bill, you should not let the whole world know that you're the one paying. Maybe the day we pay the bill is the day your friends will be around. They say, Daddy, please go and bring those bills. Let me see, let me see, let me see. Where are the bills that have not even been paid? You just want to tell your friends that she's the one paying.
mm-hmm.
There's no man that will feel happy.
Yeah,
Even if you're helping, even if you are the one helping your husband, you should do it in a very responsible and respectful way. You don't do it to cajole the man. A lot of our women do it to cajole the man, to show that the man, sometimes maybe you are opportune to have a higher job than your husband. And when they say, what of your husband? She's around. Maybe you come in with your colleagues and maybe you come with your colleagues in the house and you start sending your husband errands. Those things, African men don't feel okay with it. Daddy, wash these plates and all. Where are the kids? Where are they? All those things. Are they sleeping? Did you bath them? All those things. When you start asking a man that kind of thing, he knows that he's the one doing it. He knows that he's bathing the kids. He knows that he's doing, but don't come to show the world that this is the condition of that man. Men have ego. African men, they have ego. And they feel ashamed when they are challenged, especially in fulfilling their responsibility. They don't feel happy. There's no African man that will come and sleep unless you are not an African man. A real African man will not be happy that the wife is paying bills. A real traditional African guy will not be happy that it's the wife that is paying. Like in my place, I'm an Igbo man. What gives us pride is when the kind of things we raise our shoulders for is when your wife is driving a bigger car than you. Like at home, when your wife goes to a meeting, she comes with the latest BMW. They say, nah, DNA, the husband is trying. That is how, that's the kind of things that Igbo man, they want their husband, their wives to go outside. Because your wife is your representation outside. The way your wife appears in the outside, that's the way you are judged. That's how they can judge you. If your wife is tattered outside, your kids are tattered outside, no matter the money you have, you are nobody. As an Igbo man, you are nobody. But when they see your wife very cute and very gorgeous, and your kids, it tells a story of how good your family is. So, but when we come here, because of the condition, a man might be challenged, he's not doing all those things, and you don't know the man is not sleeping. First of all, I want our women to know that men that are not fulfilling their responsibility right here because of they are earning very, very low, they are not happy. They are not happy because of you are earning more than them. They are unhappy because they cannot fulfill their responsibility. Some people think that they are jealous of me because I'm earning more than them. It's not true. It's not true. They are just having that kind of pain. Why? This is the responsibility I should handle. Why should a woman be handling? That's the way we are wired. That's the way we are trained. We are trained to go and carry out family responsibility. It's just like a man now, they knock at my door in the midnight. I will tell everybody to go back. I can't tell my wife to go and check who is at the door. Do you understand? That's what a man is. And when those things, they knock at the door and your wife tell you, nah, Nolani, let me go and check. Your wife is not taking the responsibility of a man. Eventually, the man might be quiet, but right inside him, he's dying. So 50-50 is okay if it becomes a blessing when it is sincerely and respectfully carried out. But it becomes a burden and a disaster to a family when there's disrespect, when it is handled as if the other side is a nobody. What do you think?
Let me tell you something. You say something. I'm an Ogoni, as a Ogoni woman. I'm a full-fledged Ogoni woman. Let me tell you something, the pride of our men. See, they say if you want to see a good woman, if you want to see a good man, look through the wife. When you see a good man, when you see a woman that is happy, content, it's from her husband. I'm not saying women can do that. What I'm saying is, if you want to find a good woman, a good man, look through the husband. Let me tell you something, Chinedu. I hear what you say, but a lot of times, the man too not making it easy for the woman. Yes, men have ego, my dear. The one way if you do, just leave it alone. If your wife is doing it, appreciate her. Oh, honey, you doing good. I thank you for taking this family burden to you, because you're the man, you're not capable of doing it based on circumstances, maybe good job or one thing or the other. I can't stop emphasizing. Look, once a woman is happy, you treat her right. You have the whole world. Though. Some men don't want to help. Some men have ego. Some men don't appreciate their wife. Some men will see that their wife is working 16 hours every day and come home, have to cook and clean and take the kids to daycare. You was at home all day. And that could make the 50-50. That's the cost part of the 50-50. Because I'm doing 16 hours. I came home. The dishes is still piled up in the sink. The trap is overflowing. And you are just home watching TV. Why? And when I talk now, and because you didn't pay the bill, well, you didn't do what you're supposed to do. Okay? It's give and take. If you know your husband, your wife is the breadwinner of the family. Again, when everything is one smooth, respect and both understand their roles, it can be doable. It's by compromising and knowing this time, this hour, this season, my wife is coming back from work. I know, like me, I'm a very clean person. I'm a very clean freak. freak. I don't want come home. My kids, I will break my kids' head if I come home and see dishes in the sink. Okay, let me say my husband is not working. I'm the breadwinner, but thank God my husband is the breadwinner of the family. Now, okay, let me take example of myself. My husband is the breadwinner of the family. My husband paying 99% of the bill without complaining. Do you think I will let him wash dishes? I've been at home all day. It's not fair. If you know you the breadwinner, or help out. We're not saying we appreciate you for what. Again, having a job is a good thing. I'm glad somebody have a job that can pay the bills, but we need compromise, respect. Just because you pay the mortgage, you can't respect your husband. That's not right. you, African men have ego. They don't like that. And just because your wife paid the bill because you can, it doesn't mean she's want to be the man. A lot of times that tends to be the problem. Oh, because you're paying the bill. No, when everything, first of all, let's thank God, but somebody's paying the bill. What are the men and the woman? That's number one. Because America, if you're not paying your bill, they would kick you out. So whoever is paying the bill, let's thank that person. If your husband is the one bring the provider, which is the way it's supposed to be anyway, the man's supposed to be the. I don't care what the word is telling you. I don't care what society. Yes, we in America assimilate the culture. The man's supposed to pay 99% of the bill. Respect the man. Cook for him. If when the last time you cook a good meal for your husband? Nne, my husband, that I'm oh yeah, like I'm gonna say thank you, oh yeah. Ndadam oye okwebi mene oya bariatonwalo. Stuff like that will make them, oh, my wife appreciate me. But every you the husband is paying all the bill, all you do is nagging, complaining. That's not good. The husband come home, the kids is still looking dirty. That's not fair. That's not 50-50. Let's say you are stay-at-home mom. When your husband is out there sending text message, nah, my dear husband, I appreciate you, which I do. I thank you for being the head of the family. Thank you for providing for us. Thank you for everything you do. Men like to see that. Not when you come home in one night. No, men doesn't like that. I appreciate each other. First of all, know the reason why you guys fell in love in the first place. When you guys say I love you, you guys didn't think about 50-50. So let's say along the way in the marriage, one person falls short. Let's say the man falls short. Appreciate it for who you married for. Don't measure your marriage based on who can provide, who cannot provide. Thank God you can be the breadwinner. Look at things like, okay, look at the way our mother was raised. They didn't complain. My daddy didn't. I didn't see my mother disrespect my father. They respect each other. They do. So, my dear, marriage 50-50 can go both ways. It depends on how you balance your family. If you know your wife is the breadwinner, appreciate her. And she also have to understand that you still the man of the house. It doesn't take your role from being the husband.
Yeah, somebody, just like you said, is a very mind-blowing point for us to understand that 50-50 is not the problem. The problem, because a lot of people say there should be no 50-50. There should be. It's not about the 50-50.
No.
It's not about the name. It's not about the same.
I can hear you.
So what I'm saying, I muted because there was an outside noise, so I decided to separate the noise.
Is
So
that you or me? That noise.
no, it's from me.
Okay.
Yes. So what is important here is it's not about the 50-50. It's not about who is paying bill. It's about the attitude of either the husband or the wife. Anybody that is paying bill should not think that because of bill, I am now the head of the family. Bill does not provide the head of the family. The head of the family is naturally the man. I
That's
don't
right.
care about what the society say, but this platform is an African platform. And our African tradition and African values keeps the man as the head of the house. And the head does not mean that you have to start bullying somebody, or the head does not mean that you don't that the neck has no contribution. Instead, uh, uh, after all, when the neck is off, the head cannot stand. So that is what we are saying. So it is the attitude. It's not about the name. It's not about the 50-50. It's not about somebody, please.
Okay, people. I think Chinedu just I don't know what happened. Maybe it's a technical difficulties. I'm not sure, but we was talking about marriage and 50-50. So anyway, uh um it's not about like 50-50. Okay, here you are. Okay, he's back.
What we are saying is that it's not about the name, as we can, you agree with me, Tambari, that it's not the
Yes.
name. It's not about the 50-50. It's not about who earns more. It's about the attitude. It's about the understanding. Okay, I remember something that my mom used to do. My mom used to, sometimes my mom would have money. My mom was a teacher. My father was a driver, a driver, a taxi driver then. So, was a taxi driver then. And what happened? Sometimes something will come up like bill, somebody will come to ask of bill. Maybe we're indebted to some people, somebody comes, my mother will go back and call my father and bring money and put it in my father's pocket so that my father will come out and pay as the head of the family. But it's not my father's money. I remember that when we were home, the first 3 rooms we built in our house was just small. My father had about five rooms, but when they built the University of Nigeria and Suka, the erosion was channeled towards my village because we are just there. So the erosion now overran our place, but we lost the 5 rooms that my father built and he struggled to do, and we have to start being tenants. We were moving as tenants. At the time, my mother got some money. Then he went and secured, went to one of our lands and said, okay, we want to build. But nobody knew that foundation and what was ever done by my mother.
Wow.
He got the money, he gave it to my father. My father everybody's now seeing that my father is in another house. But it's my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand me? But he did it in such a way that it will look as if it's my father that is doing it. That's what Africans do. You understand? When it is like that, let me tell you, some women earn more than their husbands at home in Nigeria. But because they have that African traditional orientation, they will never let the world know this is what they are doing. So you people know that this show is 1 hour, and in the next 7 minutes we'll be rounding up. So, but before we round up, Tambari.
Yes.
So what's the advice to our couples in US concerning 50-50, concerning who earns most, concerning who pays the bill, and concerning understanding?
Very simple. Listen, first of all, you have to understand the reason, number one reason why you guys get married, which is love that binds you all together. Marriage is oneness, marriage is compromising, love and respect and collaboration. I can't stop saying collaboration because collaboration, that's what bring make people work together. And also, if you earning more than your significant other, don't be prideful. Still love that man. Still love that woman. Work together as a team. When you work together, you always win. Also, remember that marriage, if you make it work, it will definitely work. Yes, there are some obstacles, there are some difficulties in marriage, but don't forget, while we're in the diaspora, don't forget where we come from. Respect, love, and work in unity. And that's all have to tell you guys, work in unity, respect, and love each other for again for the reason why you guys first get together.
Yeah, that is wonderful from Tambari. Tambari's experience. Tambari, like how many, you have a son that is almost 20 something years, right?
What you say?
You have a son, your son is almost 20 something, right?
Yeah, my son is 25.
Or 25. So you don't be today animal.
No, no,
You don't think.
I have grown kids.
You have grandkids, so you don't pay for this game. So when somebody like you is talking, so people should listen. And you have lived in Africa, you have lived 20 something years in US,
Yes.
so you have worn the shoe and he knows where it pinches. And that's why it's good. That's why this program. Oh, Hillary is here. Dr. Hillary. Dr. Hillary is here. Hello. Hello.
You are late, but we
I
can.
know. So sorry. So sorry.
How are
I want
you?
to. I
Yeah.
did. I'm okay. I'm
Yeah,
okay. How are you?
I am doing well.
You're always shining, right? So
I don't
this
know.
St. Louis must be good.
Thank you,
Eh,
sir.
I have to relocate to St. Louis.
Hey, you will not be disappointed. You will not
Are
be
you sure?
disappointed.
So he's used to this place. He's schooled here. He's
Yeah.
schooled in Missouri here. So in the engineering school down there, right? So that's where he does his PhD. Last time I was in school with him. So on his PhD graduation ceremony, I was there like,
Yeah, he came. He covered everything, and it was amazing experience. Though, everyone were like, "Where is this guy?" The professors were like amazed. Chinedu can be very intelligent, like with the questions.
Oh,
Yeah, it was a very good coverage.
we know Chinedu got the sauce. He's one of those
Uh,
people. Now, you gotta get prepared when you come to his show because he's gonna shoot you with a lot of questions. So
yeah,
get
and it's so
prepared.
organic. It's
Yeah,
so organic the way he does it. Yeah.
he's very good at what he does. So I'm glad I met him. Thanks to you, Chinedu.
thank you, Tamara, too. It's a privilege. Hillary, we're rounding up again, but it's good that you are married, you have been in the USA, you brought
Yeah.
up in Nigeria. So we it's a balanced position when you talk. So we talked about 50-50. Is it a blessing or a burden? We'll be closing with you because we soon round up, but we'll be closing with you. You are the last person we'll take after you will be closing. So we said, is it a blessing or burden? We tried to expatiate. We said,
Yeah.
God, that it is a good thing when depending on the attitude. It's also a burden depending on the attitude. So let's hear from you. Yeah.
Well, so it's a good point, and it's also an interesting topic. For me, I think I've been married for 14 years now. Just like yesterday. So the point here is like my own view in marriage. I really don't think it should be percentage wise, right? So the way I see the whole marriage or my own experience over the years has been like is a support system. So marriage is a support system. And what I mean by support system is there is a moment, let me say, use my own marriage for example. When we first got married, my wife was in school getting her doctorate. Then I was working full time, right? At that moment is 100 to 0, not 50-50, because you have the other person working full time, right? The other person is going to school, getting an academic degree for the sake of the family as well. So you have to carry the whole family and then push them along. Now, when she finished school, it took a while to do certification and then pass and then start working, right? Now she starts supporting the family as well. Down the road, she got pregnant, 9 months, right? She was working until like a month before delivery, and then had a baby. So now she has to go on maternity for another 3 months. Now I have to carry the family. So the key thing here, when you put it 50-50, some people you always think like, oh, I chip in 50, you chip in 50 at all time. It doesn't work that way. So my perspective is that people should be able to have communication. Couples should be able to talk. What are the challenges? What are the challenges facing the family at each point? How do we navigate this family from step A to step B with clear purpose? And we have that. This conversation is a big conversation in the African community. Is a big one in Nigeria community. Is a big one in the in fact in the US
Yeah.
at large. So marriage, I don't think when people go into marriage expecting 50% from this person and then 50% from that, you are doomed to fail because life circumstances changes. And when the other person is not able to support, as as the equation says, 50 at all time, 50 at all time, then there'll be a crack in the marriage, and that's where the problems start coming. So I think this is a very important topic. Like 2 minutes is not enough for me to say everything I want to say in it, but obviously I have to apologize because I have to run to store to pick up some things for the kids because school is tomorrow. So maybe next time I should try to be on time. Okay. It's an interesting topic, and I think it's very good for our community to pay attention, to understand, because a lot of families are going through mess at this moment, especially here in the US. And also worse in Nigeria too, because things are changing. The paradigm has shifted so much. It's no longer how it used to be. Women sit at home, husband go and work. So it's a big issue. And there's so much elements to it that we can delve into next time.
Okay, my people, you've seen what Hillary contributed. It's not PhD, is not just about certificate, it's about experience. So whenever he shares in our platform, he has always been a mind-blowing suggestion, and we respect you for that. Dr. Hillary, thank you for coming. Somebody, what will you say? Because we are drawing cutting for the day, what will you say, or what will you feel if we say, let us talk about 50-50 again next Sunday, 50-50, 1.2?
Listen, like this is a broad conversation, and this is very huge in African communities. A lot of families is being broken. There's a lot of divorce because of financial status and 50-50. Like you said, like Dr. Hillary said, listen, when you started the marriage, things change. So how can we navigate from when the changes come? That's what we need to focus on. So I think it's a very good conversation. So start again on Sunday. I'm open to it. I don't know what you guys think, but I'm open to it. Yeah.
No, I'll be on time, and I think we might have to open it up for people to ask questions. Like, there's a lot of people. People might have had different experience over the years.
Of course.
People that have been married for more than I have been. So we want to learn from all of them.
Okay.
And there are also people that are hoping to get married, so they don't get scared.
Absolutely.
Dr. Hillary, thank you for coming.
Thank you guys. Yeah.
Thank you. Somebody, I will drawing the curtain for the day, and today I have a co-host. You're beautiful, very enterprising, very inviting, facially, internally, media-wise, mind-blowing. Tambari Fuala is the co-host in Live in Diaspora, Chinedu Anichi TV, the African Voice in Diaspora. Can you say hi? Hello.
Hello. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to tune in next Sunday. We're gonna have this same topic. We continuation of what we discussed today. So don't forget 1 p.m. Eastern time to this next Sunday. Make sure you tune in. It's gonna be interesting. We want you guys to call in, tune in, ask questions. Let's listen. This is our platform. I keep telling you guys, this is our platform where we come feel comfortable, not being judged. No question is too wrong or too right. We here to learn from one another and conversate and learn or two things from each other. So don't forget to tune in this Sunday at the same time, which is 1 p.m. Central Time. And thank you all for joining us once again. We appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy schedule and come hang out with us. We love you guys. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Tambari. I'm very, very happy for the acceptance of this passionate request. Next Sunday, we're going to continue from where we stopped. Remember, this is Chinedu Anichi TV, the African Voice in Diaspora. And my name is Chinedu Anichi. See you next week.